I did this one yesterday, and it makes me laugh. So I'm going to do that one. It's, silly China. In a war on drugs always win. Yeah, you're welcome, Mother Earth.
Boom!
Next.
She's gonna, poke out eyes. These people haven't signed liability contracts.
Leah's a flagrant candy thrower.
Yeah, wake it up.
Yes. I was wondering, as voice actors, what % of the time are you in the booth by yourself versus working in tandem with other people?
The majority of the time we're by ourselves. If you're doing anime, well, technically there's a director and an engineer, but like when you're doing anime, it's you just record by yourself unless you're doing walla or your commentary. With prelay, with video games, you do it by yourself. With prelay animation, a lot of times they'll do it in a group. You'll do the whole group, but it's a lonely existence. That's why when some people will say, "Oh man, I can't wait to work with you on this show," I'm like, we're actually never going to work together because you're going to record your stuff one day and then I'll record it a couple weeks later.
Occasionally, I'll take a little sack lunch in where Corn is recording, and I'll just sit there and eat while he's recording. It's my only time to.
It's because she wants. It's an appetite suppressant. So yeah.
It's the hallways of Funimation have a tendency to be very rowdy because we're all trapped in this room for hours. We get out and we're like, "Hey, what are you doing? How's it going? Talk to me. Let's talk."
Yeah, and I'm like the Kimmy Gibbler of Funimation. I just bust into people's studios when they don't even want me to, and I'm just saying hi to everybody.
Oh my gosh, everyone has like a Todd Haberkon bursting into your studio impression.
Oh, do they?
And here's mine.
Do they really?
Yes, everyone imitates you coming into the studio.
Oh, I can see this.
All right. Well, it's like this. This is the door. Just like, hey guys. Hey Todd, how's it going? Good. Good. What's going on? Just saying hi. And out. That's it. That's Warren.
Desperate for love. Or just someone to talk to. Next question.
She's coming around with a mic. Yeah.
In voice acting, is there any typecast that you prefer to do over other, like the straight man or the fool, or just types of characters you prefer over others?
The ones with the most lines.
Clark?
I like playing awkward boys.
I started as, sassy best friend, and I am a big fan of that. But whenever I get to be the naughty one, I like that too. Bad. You like being bad too. You know it.
Oh yeah, I like being bad.
Lori wants to be bad.
Yeah, no, I like. Yeah, she's right. The character with the most lines.
Yeah, we love those.
Yeah.
I answer.
Yeah.
Coming around with a mic. Where's she gonna go? Right there. Hey.
Oh yeah.
On stage acting, have you ever been in a comedy where you don't have anybody laugh?
No, that doesn't really happen. See? Did you see? Right there.
No, Clark, you never?
No. I'm funny. So are you.
Look, just saying she's.
No, I've done things that totally have not gotten laughs, and it's that heat swells up in your face, and you start sweating, and you get really warm, and
It's so weird.
Like in real life or on stage?
oh, on stage.
On stage. In real life, he's got people left, right.
No, of course. Because you're dealing with different audiences every night. And sometimes people are tired, or sometimes people are. I tell you what's the best audience reactions to things. One time I was doing a show, and all of a sudden you hear this. we're doing the play and we'll say something and he's like, yeah. That volume. That's right. Like agreeing, like being your backup. Like, yeah.
That's good because you won. If you get them to respond, you win.
Yeah. And sometimes you get people that get up. It's very distracting for an audience, for people to get up during a presentation, like during a play, and leave, unless it's like to go to the bathroom or whatever. That's why whenever anyone gets up here, we notice it.
We're like, oh.
Like we can see, we are like hawks. We see everything.
Yeah.
And so when people get up, we're like, oh, where you? And then we start judging ourselves. Do they hate it?
Maybe
What's
they had
going
to
on?
pee, and it's
Is
a
Vic here
girl.
suddenly? And they need to go say hi to him. What's going on? And so when you see that in plays, when people get up, it's very distracting.
Yeah. Can acknowledge it next.
Who we got?
So, question for the live theater. Would you say that Friday night shows are more rowdier than Sunday matinees, or vice versa?
Well, it's a younger demographic usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they're less medicated. Well, they're medicated in a different way. Wow, that's my official answer. I'm thinking, okay, so we only have like 15 minutes left in this panel. Calm down. I'm thinking maybe we could do a line of questions, and then you could just stand at the front. So if we could gently make a line, we will gunshot those questions and get through them as quickly as possible.
Come here with our little